That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not.
That is LNS, dude.
Well, if there's like...
Look at that thing!
It's rotating.
Wow, look at it fly!
Once relegated to the fringes of credibility, the enigmatic sightings of this elusive aerial phenomena are now gaining unprecedented attention from scientists, governments, and the public alike. This iceberg will take into account the most significant and controversial topics of the UFO phenomenon.
Say my name, Iceberg. You're goddamn right.
The Roswell Incident. The Roswell incident refers to an event that occurred in July 1947 near Roswell, New Mexico. It's in fact one of the most famous and controversial UFO sightings in history. The incident began when an object crashed on a ranch owned by William McBrazel. The debris found at the crash site consisted of unusual materials, which sparked speculation and rumors of a possible extraterrestrial origin. Initially, the military issued a statement claiming that they had recovered a flying disc. However, a day later, they retracted their statement, stating that the object was actually a weather balloon. Area 51. Area 51 refers to a highly classified and secretive United States Air Force facility located in the Nevada Test and Training Range. This place has been the subject of numerous conspiracy theories and speculation, primarily because of its secrecy and association with UFO sightings and extraterrestrial activities. One of the most popular conspiracy theories is that the US government is secretly studying and reverse engineering crashed alien spacecraft at the facility. Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar is a controversial figure who gained fame in the late 80s and early 90s for claiming to have worked on reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology at a secretive government facility. His claims center around his alleged work at a site known as S4, which he said was located near Area 51 in Nevada. According to Lazar's accounts, the UFOs he encountered used an element with atomic number 115. He claimed that this element could generate a gravity wave, allowing the craft to achieve incredible speeds and maneuverability. Lazar also asserted that he had seen alien cadavers during his time at S4. Men in Black. The term Men in Black refers to a popular urban legend and conspiracy theory about mysterious individuals who are believed to suppress or cover up evidence of UFO sightings or encounters with extraterrestrial beings. The Men in Black are often portrayed as government agents or representatives of a secret organization tasked with keeping the existence of aliens and UFOs hidden from the public. The Black Knight. The Black Knight satellite is a legendary and controversial object that has been the subject of various conspiracy theories and claims of extraterrestrial origins. According to the most popular version of the story, the Black Knight satellite is an ancient alien satellite orbiting Earth. The origins of the Black Knight satellite legend can be traced back to 1954, when a US newspaper, the St. Louis Dispatch, published a report about an unidentified object detected by radar in orbit around Earth. The object was said to be the size of an artificial moon and appeared to be of extraterrestrial origin. It was later identified as space debris, a natural phenomenon or a misinterpretation of signals. Over time, additional claimed sightings of the Black Knight satellite have been debunked as well. Majestic 12. Majestic 12 is a purported secret committee that is at the center of various UFO conspiracy theories. According to these conspiracy theories, MJ-12 was established by an executive order issued by US President Harry Truman in 1947 to oversee and manage the recovery and investigation of crashed extraterrestrial spacecraft and their occupants. The origins of the MJ-12 conspiracy theory can be traced back to the 1980s, when a set of allegedly classified documents was leaked to the public. The solway firth spaceman. This is the name given to an anomalous figure that appeared in a photograph taken by Jim Templeton in 1964. Jim Templeton, a firefighter and amateur photographer, was taking pictures of his daughter in a field on a family outing. When the pictures were developed, one of them showed a white, spaceman-like figure in the background, seemingly standing on the grass behind his daughter. By playing around with the picture's illumination, it's clear that this spaceman is in reality Jim Templeton's wife from behind. Project Blue Book. Project Blue Book was a series of systematic studies conducted by the US Air Force from 1952 to 1969 to investigate and analyze reports of UFOs. The project aimed to determine if UFO sightings posed any threat to national security and whether they could be explained by conventional means. The origins of the project can be traced back to the aftermath of several high-profile UFO sightings in the late 40s, such as the 1947 Roswell incident. The public's fascination with UFOs, along with concerns about potential security threats, prompted the US Air Force to establish a formal program to address the issue. During its operational years, Project Blue Book investigated over 12,000 UFO reports. The vast majority of these reports were eventually classified as identifiable objects or phenomena, such as aircraft, weather balloons, satellites, astronomical events, and hoaxes. Only a small percentage of cases, around 700, remained classified as unidentified due to a lack of conventional explanations. In 1969, Project Blue Book was officially terminated, and the US Air Force concluded that there was no evidence to suggest that UFOs were extraterrestrial in origin or that they represented a threat to national security. The Great Moon Hoax. The Great Moon Hoax was a sensationalized series of articles published in the New York Sun newspaper in 1835. The articles claimed to report incredible scientific discoveries made by the famous British astronomer Sir John Herschel during his supposed observations of the moon using a powerful new telescope. They described fantastical and elaborate lunar discoveries, including the existence of lush vegetation, vast oceans, bat-like winged humanoids, and even beavers building dams on the moon. The articles were written in a convincing tone, and they included detailed accounts of the lunar landscapes and the alleged lunar inhabitants. The story was so compelling that it captured the public's imagination and sparked widespread interest and discussion. Foo Fighters. During World War II, mysterious aerial phenomena were reported by pilots and aircrews. The term Foo Fighter was coined by Allied pilots to describe these UFOs that were often seen flying alongside or following their aircraft. These UFOs were reported by pilots from both the Allied and Axis powers. These phenomena were typically described as glowing, pulsating, or rapidly moving balls of light that appeared to follow aircraft, performing aerial maneuvers with exceptional speed and agility. They seemed to be under intelligent control and were capable of evasive actions when pursued by aircraft. The exact nature of Foo Fighters has remained a mystery to this day. Some early speculations suggested that they could be secret Axis weapons or experimental technologies. However, after the war, investigations by military authorities revealed that Foo Fighters were not enemy devices. The phenomenon was never fully explained. The Battle of Los Angeles. Also known as the Great Los Angeles Air Raid, was an incident that occurred in 1942 during World War II. It involved a massive anti-aircraft artillery barrage and searchlights over the skies of Los Angeles, California, in response to perceived enemy threats. On the night of February 24, 1942, radar operators at coastal defense installations detected an unknown and unresponsive target on their screens. Believing that a Japanese air raid was imminent, air raid sirens were activated and the city went on high alert. The US Army and Navy launched a barrage of anti-aircraft artillery shells into the air, and searchlights illuminated the sky, attempting to track and engage the supposed threat. The dropa stones. The dropa stones are a series of mysterious disc-shaped stones discovered in a remote region near the Sino-Tibetan border in China in the 1930s. According to the story, Oumuamua, an archaeologist and professor at Beijing University, visited a remote area inhabited by the dropa people, an ethnic group said to be descendants of extraterrestrial visitors. The dropa people supposedly told him about an ancient spacecraft that crash-landed in the area thousands of years ago. The dropa stones themselves are said to be made of a hard, crystalline material and contain intricate spirals etched into their surfaces. In reality, the dropa stones are more likely to be a product of modern origin, possibly created as a hoax or as a form of pseudoscience. The Phoenix Lights. The Phoenix Lights refer to a series of widely witnessed UFO sightings that occurred in the skies of Arizona, particularly in and around the city of Phoenix on March 13, 1997. This event received significant media attention, leading to widespread public interest and speculation. This event has been the subject of various investigations and analysis. Many UFO researchers and witnesses continue to believe that the Phoenix Lights were not adequately explained by the military's flares explanation and that they remain one of the most significant and unexplained UFO sightings in modern history. The incident has become a prominent case in UFO lore and continues to generate interest and debate about the nature of the unidentified craft seen over Phoenix that night. Tabby star. This is an unusual and mysterious star located in the constellation Cygnus. It gained widespread attention and intrigue in 2015 when data from the Kepler Space Telescope revealed irregular and significant dips in its brightness. The unusual light curve of Tabby star initially led to speculation about the possibility of an alien civilization building large megastructures, such as a Dyson swarm or a massive array of solar panels, to harvest energy from the star. Since the initial discovery, astronomers have closely observed Tabby star, using ground-based telescopes and other space observatories to study the phenomenon further. Several natural explanations have been proposed to account for the observed brightness variations, including the presence of a large swarm of comets or a massive dust cloud orbiting the star. The 1561 celestial phenomenon over Nuremberg. This phenomenon in the sky was an intriguing historical account of an unusual aerial sighting that occurred in the city of Nuremberg, Germany, on April 14, 1561. According to historical records, the event was witnessed by a large number of Nuremberg residents and was described as a highly dramatic and vivid celestial display. The account was documented in a broadsheet publication by Hans Glaser, a German printer and publisher, shortly after the event. Eyewitnesses reported that the event lasted for about an hour and was accompanied by unusual sounds. The spectacle caused a great deal of fear and wonder among the people who witnessed it. Oumuamua. It was discovered on October 19, 2017 by astronomers in Hawaii, and it is the first known interstellar object detected passing through our solar system. This object is believed to originate from outside our solar system. Its hyperbolic trajectory and high velocity indicated that it's not bound to the sun's gravity. Because Oumuamua was discovered after it had already passed its closest approach to the sun, it was challenging to study it in detail. Its brief passage through the solar system made it difficult for telescopes to obtain more data, and it quickly became too faint to be observed in visible light. The interstellar nature of Oumuamua raised questions about the prevalence of such objects in the galaxy and their potential role in seeding life between star systems. However, due to its unusual and brief visit, many aspects of Oumuamua's true nature and origin remain uncertain. Some researchers have proposed that it could be a natural object such as a comet or an asteroid, while others have considered more exotic possibilities, such as a fragment of a destroyed planetesimal or even a light sail from an alien technological probe. The Pentagon UFOs. These are 3 videos that were officially released by the US Department of Defense in 2017 and 2020. These videos capture footage of UAP encountered by US Navy pilots during training exercises. The videos were recorded by infrared cameras mounted on military aircraft and were leaked to the public before their official release. They gained significant attention and sparked renewed interest in the topic of UFOs and UAP. Following public interest and media coverage, the US Navy confirmed the authenticity of the videos in 2019, stating that the videos did indeed depict UAP encounters and were never meant to be released to the public. The US government has stated that these videos are under review by the US military to determine the nature and origin of the observed phenomena. David Grusch. In June 2023, United States Air Force officer and former intelligence official David Grusch publicly claimed that unnamed officials told him that the US federal government maintains a highly secretive UFO or UAP recovery program and is in possession of non-human spacecraft and dead pilots. Grusch elaborated on his claims in a subsequent interview with the French newspaper Le Parisien on June 7. He said that UFOs could be coming from extra dimensions and that there was malevolent activity by UFOs. The Vatican UFO cover-up. During an interview with News Nation on June 11, Grusch spoke about a UFO which he alleged was discovered in Magenta, Italy in 1933. He claimed that Mussolini and the Vatican assisted in covering up the object, and it was later taken to the US in 1944. The former intelligence official claimed the US has run a top-secret UFO retrieval program for decades, and the one in Italy was the first to be moved there. He added that the remains of the aliens inside the flying wing-shaped craft were described as human-like with distinct differences. In the interview, Grusch was asked whether the Catholic Church was aware of non-human existence on Earth, to which he replied, "Certainly." The wow signal. This is the name given to a mysterious and unexplained radio signal detected in 1977 by the Big Ear Radio Telescope at Ohio State University. The signal was so unusual and unexpected that the astronomer who discovered it circled the signal on the printed data readout and wrote "wow" next to it. What made the wow signal so intriguing was its apparent uniqueness. The signal was incredibly strong and appeared to originate from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation, but it was never detected again, despite numerous attempts to find a repeat signal. Some scientists have proposed that it could have been caused by a natural celestial source, such as a comet or a passing satellite, that briefly crossed the telescope's field of view. Others have suggested that it might have been a signal from an extraterrestrial civilization. I Am One. Dr. Abraham Loeb is a theoretical physicist and former chair of the Harvard Astronomy Department who conducted research in the Pacific Ocean in search of I Am One, an alleged interstellar object that fell near Papua New Guinea in 2014. In order to recover fragments from the bottom of the ocean, he used strong magnets and was able to recover unusual materials, tougher than any meteorite cataloged by NASA. Dr. Loeb considers that the features of the spherules he found could be from an asteroid coming from outside the solar system, or it could be part of an alien artifact due to its properties. Loeb stated that it would be the first time humans put their hands on material from a large object coming from outside the solar system. The first meteor inferred to be from interstellar space. That's a discovery by itself. The next question, he said, is whether it's technological in origin. Droplets melted from a semiconductor or electric circuit. It raised the possibility that it might be part of a spacecraft professionally manufactured by an extraterrestrial civilization from an alloy tougher than iron meteors. If we find a partner in interstellar space, it will change the future of humanity, Loeb said. It will change our aspiration for space, it will change the way we treat each other. It will just be the biggest impact science can have on society. Alright everyone, thank you once again for watching my videos. Please hit the like button as it helps me a lot to be discovered by others and bring the best content for you. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you all in the next one.